We're doing this live here on the Eagle Eye Network. We are here to John Cordisco Court getting ready as West Catholic takes on Conwell Egan. I'm Dan Connor, joined here with Chris Chattal. We'll have your intermission and post game this afternoon, and then Matt Sheridan and Luke Ayling will have the call. So, Chris, should we cover today? Conwell Egan still looking to get that first win here in the Catholic League. One player that has struggled right now, especially hitting those threes, is Miles Moore. How does a player like that, who's maybe in his head a little bit, really like step up here tonight and get Egan back into this one?
Well, I think he really takes the time to get back in that mindset of basketball and just works with his teammates as best as he can.
I agree. Definitely had to get back into that mindset of really trying to figure out how to move on, how to get past on those shortcomings right now. If you're Conwell Egan, you lost by 30 against West Catholic last year. You pretty much have the same team. If you were the coach, what are you looking to change here tonight?
Well, I'd really pay attention to what West Catholic's been doing the past couple games and how they've been acting. Because you can really follow what they're doing gameplay wise. You can spend a lot more time on your players and developing them to be really good to counter their defense and offense.
I agree, and we saw that easily during that JV game. That JV team, made some mistakes late in the game, but they were really able to hammer themselves out. What is going to be key for Conwell Egan to start out strong here? Is it going to be that offense, or is it going to be defense early on?
Well, I think it's going to be that defense early on because, as you said, they lost by 30 points last time they faced West Catholic. That's a big blow for them.
I definitely agree that defense is going to need to tighten up some and really, be that much better here tonight. All right, and then finally, you're still looking for that first win here in the PCL. You got your backs up pretty much against the wall at this point. What should the mindset of the players be going into this one?
But I think really teamwork and working on that defense together, just spending that time, just getting it in the hoop, and just working together overall.
I agree. We're about a minute from opening tip-off, and we'll be back during intermission where we'll fill you in from the first half, and we'll have some news from around our teams here at Como Egan.
All right, welcome back to Conwell Egan, where we have a varsity matchup between Conwell Egan and West Catholic. Me and Luke Ayling here in the booth. I'm on play-by-play. He's on color. The starters for Conwell Egan: Justin, Justin Bob, Justin Bob, Cole Zalewski, Matthew Tolerson Irby, Miles Moore, and for West Catholic, Raheem Johnson, Eric Scott, Xavier Fontroy, Jaden Ortiz Muhammad, and Kingston Wheatley.
That's my certification, followed by the national hymn. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. Lord, Lord, I trust my child's journey into your hands. Shape his heart to seek you first in every step they take, every goal they chase, and in every dream they pursue. May they always know that their worth is found not in the scoreboard, but by being your beloved child. Thank you for leading us as we travel this path together. We ask this through Christ our Lord. Amen. St. Francis of Assisi, pray for us. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. We ask that you remain standing and active service personnel and veterans. We ask that you please salute the colors. As Junior Miss Alex Chapman sings our national anthem.
Lineups just announced here. Conwell Egan and West Catholic's lineups. Referees announced. We're just about ready to go. 8-minute quarters here. This varsity game. Tip-off about to start. Justin Bob for Conwell Egan. And Kingston Wheatley for West Catholic. It'll be one back by Wheatley. He'll get it to Johnson, and West Catholic will get set up on offense. Out to Scott at the wing. Back out to Johnson at the top. Trying to circle around, cuts right to the middle, free path, and he scores. Nice move by Rakeem Johnson. And Conwell Egan brings it up now. That pass is deflected away. Picked up by Ortiz Muhammad, back to Johnson, and he is fouled. 2 shots called. Fouled by Miles Moore there, and it'll be 2 shots for Johnson. First shot's up and good. 3-0 Western Catholic. 7:21 remaining. Second shot is also up and good. So 4-0 West Catholic to start. Conwell Egan brings it in. Moore trying to get something working and throws it out of bounds. Miscommunication on Conwell Egan's part, and West Catholic is going right back the other way. Johnson to bring it up. Scott cuts across, takes the ball at the wing. Back to Johnson. Cuts right up to the rim. That one won't go. Rebound, Conwell Egan. Going right up to the rim. His shot won't go. Bob with the rebound. That one won't go. And West Catholic with all the momentum right now, it seems. Johnson looks for a 3, and Scott gets it. 2-point shot. 6-0 run for West Catholic. 6:31 remaining. Conwell Egan takes a timeout.
Coach Tate is furious now on the sideline. It looks like Egan cannot get anything together. I think they just need to work on playing defense in the paint and protecting that paint so they can't get easy layups.
All right, Conwell Egan will inbound after that timeout. Tolerson Irby, cross to Moore, tries to cut to the basket, and he stepped out of bounds. West Catholic's ball. What is up with Conwell Egan right now, Luke?
Yeah, I didn't think that was a step out of bounds there. I think they're just trying to move too quick. I think they need to settle in and they need to move the rock and they need to work on the two-man game and just work on playing the corners.
Definitely just got to slow the game down here. Ortiz Muhammad gets it down low. Now a long three from West Catholic does not go. Rebounded by Ortiz Muhammad. And be controlled by Fantroy. Now Scott gets it to Wheatley. Back to Johnson. Now Ortiz Muhammad. Good ball movement by West Catholic here. As Scott's with it now. Gets it back to Ortiz Muhammad. Now to Johnson. Back to Scott. Here's a three. It is no good. Rebound bounced off. Bounced off of Ortiz Muhammad's knee. He doesn't seem to agree with that. But it's Conwell Egan's ball. As Tolerson Irby brings it up. Down to Moore. Trying to cut in, and he's got it. Miles Moore gets the first basket for Conwell Egan. And Johnson brings it up for West Catholic. Here's a three. It's no good. Bob and Ortiz Muhammad go down. Fighting for the ball, still going for it.
Yeah, Conwell Egan playing the zone defense is giving West Catholic all the time to settle in and get comfortable. I think they need to switch to a man and start playing some pressure. And I think they need to make West Catholic know and show that they can score points in the man-man defense.
Sub there for Conwell Egan and a throwaway out of bounds. Just looked like they were trying to rush it there. West Catholic now with the throw in behind the net, and it looks like Conwell Egan is just rushing everything way too much. They got to slow down and just go back to the basics here. Johnson throws it right away. Irby in, and he won't be able to finish it. He was right there, and now here's Scott the other way for West Catholic. He'll pivot, get the ball out. Ortiz Muhammad misses the three, and it's a rebound Conwell Egan. Trying to generate some pressure here. He's a three, he's got it.
Great shot there by Dorsey. Just working around the tight defense, just getting a quick shot off the no-dip shot. And Egan is trying to gain his momentum back.
Dorsey will cut that to a one-point game, 6-5 after the initial 6-0 run from West Catholic. And Scott will try and settle things down. Gives it out to Fortin, and he misses it. They find Bob down low in the paint. He goes up, and he's got it. Justin Bob getting the and one. Conwell Egan takes a 7-6 lead, and he'll have the opportunity to make it an 8-6 lead.
Yeah, Bob there with a beautiful hop step and one off the fast break. Egan is gaining this momentum, and the crowd is fired up. This is going to help Conwell Egan gain the momentum throughout the game. And I think this first quarter, whoever comes out on top is going to have a lot of momentum going into the second.
Couple subs made for Conwell Egan. Kozlowski back in. West Catholic bringing it up now with Jaden Ortiz Muhammad. For Scott, back to Ortiz Muhammad and play catch. Now Johnson. Now Ortiz Muhammad. Scott now. Gets in the middle with Farlow. And he's got a basket. Farlow ties the game back up. And here's Dorsey bringing it in for Conwell Egan. Or to Zalewski. Now Moore. To Zalewski. Now Moore up top. Moore spinning, gets to the basket, puts it up and good. Miles Moore navigating his way through the defense.
Great basket there. Like I said, they're playing really tight defense, but these players are just so creative they can get it done.
Now here's a wide open three for Johnson, and he misses it. Moore the rebound. Up to Dorsey on the right side. Touch to the middle. Sit back. Dorsey.
Yeah, as you saw there on defense, Egan letting up in the zone, seeing if West Catholic can make those outside shots, because when they try and play super tight in that zone, they get very uncoordinated. So if they can let off and get in their positions, they'd play a lot better defense.
Throwing the foul. Gets it right back to Moore. Nice move there to the basket. Miles Moore making his presence felt here. 12-8 Conwell Egan, 2:30 remaining.
Egan with all the momentum in this one.
Definitely got it back after that bad start. Now it's Ortiz Muhammad up high with the ball. To Scott. Back to Ortiz Muhammad. Travel on Ortiz Muhammad. And Conwell Egan will take over. So now it's West Catholic making some smaller mistakes.
Yeah, Conwell Egan here really trying to make them shoot the ball, playing off on them, and West Catholic doesn't know what to do if they can't score in the paint. Miles Moore just so effortless in that mid-range, such a good shot creator, and he can get in there and score it from anywhere.
What's up? Oh my God. Nice basket there. 1 minute remaining in the quarter. 14-10. Conwell Egan leads. Here's Zalewski. Pass handled by Moore. Looking for a cut man. Mid-range shot. No good, but he is fouled. 2 shots for Miles Moore.
Miles Moore is just the kryptonite to this West Catholic offense. Already has 8 in this first quarter and looking to tack on to 10.
Moore misses both. And that ball from Scott is off a Conwell Egan defender. It will be West Catholic's ball inbound in their own zone with 41.4 seconds left. Johnson will inbound. Gets it to Scott. Pass it off to Wheatley. Wheatley making it happen. Gets the basket. And one. He'll go to the line to shoot.
Good bucket there by Wheatley, just so big in the paint, and it's just hard to defend without fouling.
He'll make it a three-point play, and it is 14-13. Conwell Egan leads. 30 seconds left. Post Irby moves it in, gets it to Bob. Reverse layup and got it. Justin Bob, 16-13. Conwell Egan. 17 seconds left. West Catholic just trying to drain the clock and get a basket. Scott to Johnson. Back to Scott. Cuts to the middle. Dropped it off and it was intercepted by Conwell Egan. Less than a second left. Puts it up and it's no good. End of the first quarter. 16-13. Conwell Egan leads. And here in the broadcast booth, me and Luke Ayling. Luke, what did we see out of Conwell Egan to overcome that really bad start to start the game?
Yeah, I mean, we saw Miles Moore carrying it out there on offense. I mean, he was getting the good shot opportunities up. He was making the tough shots in the range. And ultimately, he gave them the momentum going into the second quarter. How do you think that will affect them going into the second quarter and ultimately the half and the rest of the game?
I think if Miles Morris definitely keeps doing what he's doing, it's going to be a good night for Conwell Egan. They'll get consistent scoring out of him, and they'll get good defense and just an all-around good player. So definitely got to keep that up and got to keep the team game up too.
Totally agree with you there, Matt.
So
how do you think moving the ball is affecting both teams? Like I said, Egan letting up on defense because they need to see West Catholic take those shots. How do you think that's also going to affect changing defensive sets throughout the game?
I think it's definitely good to keep doing that as a defense because you want to keep the offense confused. You don't want them to know what's coming. You don't want them to know what they're facing. So mixing it up on defense and consistent shooting on offense is definitely a key to winning this game for both teams. But Conwell Egan seems to be in control right now.
Yeah, I totally agree.
West Catholic will start with the ball, and we got a quick whistle here. Not too sure what that was about, but Ortiz Muhammad will start with the ball for West Catholic. Scott trying to cut in. Now Johnson gets it back to Ortiz Muhammad. Cuts all the way in and puts it up and no good. Rebound Conwell Egan.
West Catholic can just get nothing to fall here.
Bob had the ball. Able to put it up after originally having it knocked down. 18-13 Conwell Egan. Johnson and Ortiz Muhammad play catch. Ortiz Muhammad doesn't seem sure what play they're trying to run here. Not sure where everyone's going. Little miscommunication here on West Catholic side. Johnson to Ortiz Muhammad. Over to Scott. Back to Ortiz Muhammad. Now Wheatley. Strong play by Wheatley. And one for Kingston Wheatley. That big frame is tough to cover for Conwell Egan on defense. 18-15, extra shot coming.
Conwell Egan starting to find the rhythm in that 2-3 zone. I think they just need to step up a little earlier on that shot. It's either foul him and take him to the line or just try and not get that shot to fall. Gotcha.
18-16 now, and Moore threw that one away, looking for Justin Bob to cut in, but here is Ortiz Muhammad moving it up. Now Scott at the wing. Cuts to the middle. There's Farlow. Now Ortiz Muhammad. So Wheatley drives to the basket, puts it up, and it's good.
Good bucket there for West Catholic.
18 all now. 6 minutes remaining in the first half. Tollerson Irby. Touch right around, lost the ball. There's a foul on West Catholic. Foul on Ortiz Muhammad there. Miles Moore will inbound. All the way out for Tollerson Irby. He's got it. Now Moore from mid-range. Off the glass. Bob rebound. Puts it up and good. Justin Bob gets the basket 20-18. Conwell Egan leads.
Justin Bob keeping him in this game by getting those offensive rebounds and putting the bucket back.
West Catholic moving the ball well. Faked out the whole team with that shot. Now Ortiz Muhammad's shot does not go. Moore moving it right back up. To the middle. Out to Zalewski. Just missed it. Ortiz Muhammad rebound. Trying to turn the pressure up. 5:20 remaining in the second quarter. Scott. Right down the middle. Missed it. As Zalewski tries to turn it up. Here's Moore. Drives to the middle. Gets the foul in the basket.
Beautiful and one there by Miles Moore. Keeping him in this game, and it's all Miles Moore and Justin Bob in this one. Great assist by the teammates as well.
Great duo here. Miles Moore, Justin Bob. Keeping their team in it. 22-18. Conwell Egan right now. And one to come for Miles Moore. One to shoot right now. He's got it. 23-18 with 5 minutes to go. Scott controlling the tempo at the point. Double team. Heads it off to Fontroy. Down the middle, Wheatley. Reverse layup, and he's got it. 23-20.
Wheatley is the only question that goes unanswered for the Eagles in this defensive battle in the first, as Tollerson Irby makes a bucket.
There's Tollerson Irby getting in on the action. 25-23 Conwell Egan. Scott, wide open three. No good. Rebound Zalewski. Forcing it up. Over to Bob at the corner, walking in, out to the point. Zalewski from the free throw line. It goes. Zalewski gets it. Timeout West Catholic with 4:01 remaining. 27-20 Conwell Egan.
Conwell Egan with full momentum in this one, just keeping it together and getting the offensive boards and the buckets. Like I said earlier, Matt, Wheatley is the only question that goes unanswered for the Eagles. He's the only one keeping West Catholic in this game. How can they really shut down that paint with also letting these West Catholic guys shoot and almost hopefully miss?
They just got to tighten up their defense in that paint a little bit. Justin Bob is pretty much the only guy on the Egan team right now that has the size to rival Wheatley. But if Justin Bob can lock down his defense in the middle and the rest of the team can tighten up, then this should be pretty good on defense. But both teams coming back out. 4:01 remaining. Conwell Egan up 26-20.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think he needs to let off even more on that perimeter defense. West Catholic hasn't shown that they can make a bucket from outside the arc yet tonight.
Seems to be a little issue with the clock right now. Well, now I guess everything's set back up, and West Catholic will inbound. Farlow from behind his own line. We'll bring it into Johnson. Bring it across to Scott. Now back to Johnson. Down low. What a fake there. Fonts just faked out the whole Eagles defense, cut right across for the basket. And Paulson Irby to Bob. Pivoting. Now moving to the middle. Still pivoting. Pass off Moore's hands. Kept alive. But Bob, the foul, and he's got it. Justin Bob, another three-point play up for grabs here.
West Catholic playing super tight perimeter defense, which is allowing Conwell Egan to move around more and get way better passing opportunities, and finding Bob there open in the middle for that one. Great play by Conwell Egan.
29-22 Conwell Egan. Bob making the look at 30-22. And he's got it. 30-22 Conwell Egan, 3:20 remaining in the half. Scott for West Catholic. To Johnson. Now Scott. He and Johnson just controlling this perimeter. Now it's Wheatley looking to work on Bob. Throws it to the middle. Johnson gets it up and good. Raheem Johnson puts it up and good. It's 30-24. Conwell Egan with 2:52 remaining.
Technical foul there for Raheem Johnson on West Catholic, as Cole Zaleski will take a technical free throw here to make the game 31-24.
Cole Zaleski able to put that first shot away. Now gets a second one, but that's a self-inflicted error by West Catholic that they can't afford. They can't afford to give Conwell Egan 2 free points here.
Yeah, if the momentum wasn't already in Conwell Egan's hands, he just puts it in their hands way more.
What a way for Conwell Egan to come back after that initial start. They were giving the ball away, just throwing it out of bounds, not making anything, and now they're up 32-24 with 2:52 left in the half.
Yeah, I think they really just took the shots they know they can make. You know, instead of trying to take the perfect shots, they just realized, hey, they're a good defensive team, and we're gonna have to take some tough shots tonight.
Here's Fullerson Irby. To Bob. Reverse it back. On Dorsey. Zalewski, a long three, no good. Moore looking for somewhere to go, gets it to Bob. Bob cuts in from the corner. Tolis Irby for three. He's got it. 35-24 Conwell Egan, 2:15 remaining.
Conwell Egan on a roll right now, stopping him on defense and also getting the buckets. As a miss there by
Wheatley misses a three. Moore goes down. Foul on West Catholic. Already 5 team fouls on West Catholic. Only one at Conwell Egan. Now Miles Moore will go to the line to shoot 2, up 25-24. 35-24, excuse me.
Yeah, being cautious on the rebounds is really big, and in transition, especially when a team is in the bonus like this, you just got to watch out and make sure you don't foul them and let the man land.
$37-24 now. 2 minutes remaining. Scott controls for West Catholic. Farlow. Back to Scott. Back to Farlow. Tried to hit a three. Didn't shoot it. Wheatley has it. Spinning, driving. Great defense by Conwell Egan. Scott to Wheatley. Nowhere to go with it. Puts it up. No good. Rebound, Miles Moore. Turning it back up. Loses the ball. Rolls out of bounds. That's West Catholic.
Yeah, Moore just didn't know what direction to take there as he loses the ball and goes out of bounds. Big momentum shifter for West Catholic here, hoping they can squeeze a little bit more out of this second quarter.
1:14 remaining. Trying to get some points before the end of the half. Just slowing the pace down here. Scott. The middle for Farlow. Over to the right side for three. He's got it. Anthony Gordon making his presence felt, coming off the bench and putting a three up. 37-27, 44 seconds left. Polarson Irby gets it to Bob. Bob gets it to Dorsey. Now Zielinski, free pat to the basket. Tried to get it to Bob, but it goes off a defender and will remain Conwell Egan ball with 29 seconds to go.
Yeah, good play there by Egan to get Bob open. Zaleski with the fake cut. If the player didn't hit his knee there, that would have been a good bucket.
Bob has it on the inbound. Spins away. Went to the basket. A foul is called. Justin Bob probably would have had another three-point play within his grasp there, but he'll go to the line to shoot two after that great spin move.
Yeah, very obvious foul there by West Catholic. Just have to do that to slow down the momentum. You can't have Bob making another bucket, and you just got to send him to the line and see if he can make two.
(39-27), 20 seconds left. West Catholic has the ball. Scott gonna run the time down to try to force something late to get points. Farlow.
Ty Lewis and Tristan Laster check into the game here for Jasir Ross Matthew Thompson Irby and Justin Bob.
Ty Lewis, a big guy down there. Definitely a good option to try and guard Wheatley down low as West Catholic tried to break it up. And Dorsey fouls Scott, and it will be an inbound with 9 seconds to go. Here comes Scott. Over to Farlow. Back to Scott. Tries to put it up, and it's no good. Foul called with 3 seconds left. He'll get to shoot three at the line. Big opportunity for Scott.
Difficult call there to make as a ref as well. This late in the quarter and also calling a 3-point shooting foul. But good call there, and it was the right call.
He'll make the first one. If he makes the next two, it'll be 39-30 and a 9-point lead for Conwell to go to the locker room. But 39-28 right now. 39-29. Conwell can just rest in there. Starters for Couple seconds there, let them catch their breath, and maybe make one final push after this final free throw from Scott. He'll make all three, and that's a very big play. And now Conwell Egan trying to break it up. The shot is no good. Looked like there could have been a foul there. All right, so after that first half, Conwell Egan leads 39-30. And what can we see from both teams in the second half?
Yeah, I think we can just see more moving the ball. I think moving the ball for Egan has been their key to winning this game. They're getting all the easy buckets inside, and ones from Justin Bob, these mid ranges from Miles Moore. Everything's clicking for them. For West Catholic, I think they got to drive and go to draw the foul at the free throw to get to the free throw line. I mean, nothing's going from outside. They can't make a shot from outside. Egan's playing phenomenal defense right now, and I think that's going to be the future of this game. Getting it inside for West Catholic, and Egan just keep moving the ball because of easy buckets.
Definitely good defense will be a key to winning this game, getting those easy shots, creating opportunities. But it's all about momentum right now. And Conwell Egan's got pretty much all that momentum with this 9-point lead at halftime. And we're going to turn it over to the intermission crew, and we will be back in about 10 minutes for the second half of this game. Conwell Egan leading Western Catholic 39-30.
Thank you for joining us back here in the Eagle Eye Network. It is the John Cordisco Court, and right now, Conwell Egan up 39-30. I'm Dan Connor, joined here with Christian, and we have your intermission right now. Christian, we talked before the game how Miles Moore, some days he's on his game, and had a few rough starts the past couple of games, but he is really on there tonight. Yes, a rough start in the beginning, a couple of fouls, couple of missed shots, but 8 points right off the bat in that first quarter. How has he really shaped to what this score looks like right now?
Well, he's just taken a huge chunk of it. They're up by what, 9 points now? He scored 8 of those 30 points that West Catholic has. He's doing a great job as just a teammate and working really hard to even out the score.
I agree, and we saw West Catholic early on in that first quarter being able to move easily in the defensive end, of Conwell Egan. We saw Conwell Egan really tighten that up to a man defense after a timeout, and they struggled to move, did West Catholic, so that has really helped keep this at a 9-point game. In additionally, though, Justin Bob has really been that other key player out there. How does Miles Moore and Justin Bob really contribute to the second half of this game?
Well, as you said, Justin Bob's just been getting right in there. He's been doing a great job on the Conwell Egan Catholic team. He's been getting right up to the scoreboard. How many points has he scored, you said?
Well, Moore scored about 8 in that first quarter. I kind of lost count in the second, rotating through different things, but both of them definitely have been that key to the game so far. Simple errors really affected that first quarter from either team really dragging away with it. How do you limit those errors now going into the second half of this game?
Well, I think just knowing where you are in the court. A lot of those errors have been from the ball just going out or just pushing someone over by accident. There's a lot of things they can just do to limit that, and that just means knowing where you are in the court and where the other people on the other team are.
I totally agree. And right now we are at this point where, Conwell Egan lost by 30 to West Catholic last time. They're right in it right now. 9 points off is West Catholic. So they're knocking at the door, and Conwell Egan is really going to have to stay perfect in this second half. We're going to switch away from basketball for just a minute. We have a lot of interesting things coming up. We have wrestling. in their semifinals against Lansdale Catholic on Wednesday. So repeat of last year. Be interesting to see. We'll have that covered for you here on the Eagle Eye Network. We're going to have a sit-down interview with our cheerleading team who made it to states. They went to Johnstown, Pennsylvania over the New Year break. So we're going to talk to them about their much success this season. But our big game getting ready to come up, and probably our most exciting one right now, is our Monday hockey game. And just as you see those Winter Classics out there or those Stadium Series now, because there's more than one, our team will be playing outside. And, we'll be up. We'll have that game. It's supposed to be cold, only about 14 degrees at the first puck drop. Christian, how does a game like that really affect the player out in the cold? I mean, yeah, it's cold when you're out on the ice, but now you're at 14 degrees and in wind.
Well, I think overall it's just the mentality. It's not too hard to play inside when you have warm air around you, but when your fingers are freezing off, it's a huge difference between the two. There's a lot of difference between the dexterity in your fingers, how quickly you can move.
I totally agree. And, Gavin Miller coming off of a hat trick his last game, so be interested how he really steps up and be that player on Monday. We see Matt Sheridan. He would not forgive us if we did not give him a shout out here. He's got your play-by-play. He'll be out there on the ice on Monday night and has been that key player, that key defensive player and offensive player for Conwell Egan, but really that key defensive guy who's been able to interrupt the plays. And then Boosman, their goaltender, has been almost perfect throughout this year. So that first puck drop's going to be at 6:30. It'll be at Spring Mountain, and we'll have that for you covered live here on the Eagle Eye Network. Right now, down at the University of Pennsylvania is our track team. They are having their indoor competition tonight, and we're hoping that they come out on top here tonight. And Christian, that's one team that we don't hear a whole lot of. We know that you're a part of that track team. What is something that you're focusing on if you're one of the Conwell Eagle track stars right now?
Well, I think it's really our distance runners. Conwell Egan has some wonderful runners out there. I know Chase Esposito might be there. I know Edward Barr is. Uh, just a wonderful, wonderful job they've been putting up for the past 2 years. Coach Wirtz has really been developing the Conwell Egan track team to be a force to be reckoned with amongst the other teams there.
Having seniors like you, having seniors like Edward Law and the other seniors there on that track team, how is that going to affect this program moving forward? Do we have kids that are kind of ready to step up and fill those shoes? Like, what has Coach Wirtz been working on to kind of fill those gaps as you guys leave at the end of this year?
Well, I think it's primarily to develop again Chase Esposito, and I know Vittoria was working really hard to step up and become a team captain for next year. So it's really just about building teamwork on Conwell Egan's track team. We lost a lot of really good runners last year. I know Matt Gorman was gone, so it was a huge hit to lose them.
I agree. And one thing that Coach Wirtz really is good is being able to train that new up-and-coming talent. And we're going to highlight the track team a lot more this year as well. We're going to have sit-down interviews with them to be able to kind of give them the recognition that they deserve. And, if there's a close meet, we're going to try to make our way out there as well. We saw some more girl basketball games. We'll have those covered again next week. And, we have, a bunch of different things getting ready to come up here at Conwell Egan. Spirit Night practices start next week. So we're really getting into that mindset right now of, hey, that year's halfway over and all the fun things are to come. Going back to basketball, we're about 2 minutes away from the start of this second half. Again, Conwell Egan up right now 39-30. Christian, we were at this point last year before things went south for Conwell Egan. If you were the West Catholic coach, knowing that you beat this team by 30 last year, what was your message going back into the locker room to your team?
Well, honestly, I'd just be talking about how it's very important to keep morale up amongst the team. You've been seeing they've been fouling on a lot. Sorry, I apologize. Fouling out quite a bit. They had 5 personal fouls in the last quarter alone. Significant amount, and you can tell that's how Egan defense and offense is putting a real harm in how they've been fighting.
I agree, and I think one thing that Conwell Egan has to do is be careful with those fouls here. And we're about 30 seconds away from handing it back over to our play-by-play crew. Who's going to be that standout star here for Egan in the second half?
Well, I really think Justin Bob's going to come right back out and slide right back into where he was. He's doing a wonderful job in the first 2 quarters. He scored a huge chunk of Egan's points. I think he can come out and do it again.
I agree, and we're about a minute before we get back started. We're going to send it back over to Matt and Luke, 39-30, and we'll have your post-game report.
All right, we are back at Conwell Egan. Conwell Egan currently leading West Catholic 39-30. Start of the third quarter. Thank you, Doc, for that insight on the outdoor game on Monday. It's going to be cold, so I got to bundle up for that one, but I hope you get a lot of people to watch in on that. It's going to be a fun game, but right now, Conwell Egan's got 16 minutes to try and hold this lead and get a nice win over West Catholic. They'll start with the ball. Miles Moore will inbound.
Both teams kind of settled out right now. The quick momentum isn't really there, but 9 points is still 9 points. Egan is has the main momentum in this game, even though it may be fizzled down.
Here we go. Tollerson Irby brings it in to Dorsey. Zoluski. Corner three. Tollerson Irby. He got it. Tollerson Irby sets the tone of the third quarter. 42-30.
Johnson's coming out with this 2-3 zone again for the second half and blocked by Miles Moore.
Nice block by Miles Moore, but Smith able to put that one back in. Now Moore stumbles. No foul called. Harassed for the ball. Oh, a jump ball and possession arrow is to West Catholic. Scott inbounds to Johnson. Scott drops it off. Now Johnson again. At some point, Barlow fakes the three to Scott. Scott weaving his way through the defense, gets knocked over. The ball doesn't go. Varsity with the rebound.
Great paint defense there by Conwell Egan on Scott. Caught him in the hop step, tried to use that pivot foot, but couldn't get the shot to go down.
Fullerson Irby at the point. It's a Miles Moore. Tries to cut in, loses the ball. Rebound West Catholic. He stepped out of bounds. Conwell Egan ball. Moore on the inbound. All the way out to the point, Tollerson Irby. Now Bob for three. Up short. Rebound Moore. Puts it up with a foul.
Like I said, good offensive rebounding here by Conwell Egan. It's ultimately keeping them in this game, and the main idea is keeping them to have this momentum. They got to keep the momentum if they want to keep this lead.
Miles Moore to the line to shoot two. Been one of the most productive offensive players in this game for Conwell Egan. First one is missed. Second shot goes. It is 43-32 with 6:30 remaining. Scott pressing it up. Wheatley spinning, driving. Gets rid of it to Smith. Out to the point. Scott for three. He got it. Good shot by Scott. 43-35.
Conwell Egan with the right idea there. Right as Wheatley gets the ball, just absolutely collapsed on him. Try and make those guys on the perimeter shoot the three, and ultimately give them the harder shot.
Here's Moore across to Zalewski. Tried to get back in the middle of Bob. It's a break the other way. Here's Johnson working on Zalewski. Foul on Zalewski. Johnson will go to the line to shoot two there. He misses the first one. Makes the second one 43-36. Conwell Egan leads. Fullerton Irby. Some more. Up for three. Off the backboard, no good. Ortiz Muhammad moving it up to Johnson. Drives, he lost it. Fullerton Irby on a break. Layup is blocked by Wheatley. They call a basket violation, and it will count anyways.
Good vision by the refs there. I think I hit the backboard first. So that was a good call by the refs.
That was a good call. A little hard to tell from this angle, but nice to see the refs were watching and keeping their eyes up. Ortiz Muhammad will start it up for West Catholic. So to Scott. She grab the basket, pulls up, mid-range jumper is good. Looking for an and one there, but does not get it. 45-38. Fullerton Irby to Zalewski. Tabor tries to cut to the basket. Falls down, foul called.
Yeah, good. Just an obvious foul call there. West Catholic just scared to give Egan these easy buckets because they cannot have them have the momentum. That's the key. That's the key word of this game is the momentum. They need to keep the momentum, or they need to flip the momentum if they want to change in this game.
Moore's going to shoot two more, trying to add to his total. 45-38 Conwell Egan. Moore puts them both up 47-38 with 4:55 remaining in the third quarter. Scott switches from 13 to Muhammad. To Wheatley. Back to Scott. Wheatley looking to drive on Bob. Puts it up. No good.
Great defense there by Bob to get his hands right on that ball and stop the shot.
Now Fullerton Irby moving in. He got fouled, but right there, that's a very promising sign. If they can stop Wheatley on that drive to the middle, they're going to be in very good shape for this game. And West Catholic will call a timeout. 47-38 Conwell Egan with 4:35 remaining in the third quarter.
West Catholic need to get out of this foul trouble. West Catholic, they're fouling, it feels like, every time Conwell Egan has the ball down the floor. If they keep fouling and put Egan in the bonus early in this third quarter, what do you think they can do to mitigate the fouls and play good defense without bringing them to the line?
I think it's just a matter of controlling your body and good body control, because most of these fouls, they come from, flailing your arms, hitting people, just tripping people by accident. They just got to tighten up and just really be strong in all their movements and know where they are at all times. But yeah, like you said, if Conwell Egan gets in the bonus early and they can start sinking these free throws, this game can go downhill quick for West Catholic.
Yeah, and like I said, Egan collapsing on the West Catholic center, collapsing on him, obviously a threat in the paint. What do you think? How do you think West Catholic can respond to that? Do you think they have to trust their shooters on the perimeter, or do you think they need to take the tough shot and hope they get fouled?
I think there's something to be said for trying to take that tough shot and getting fouled. You see it's working for Conwell Egan right now. Maybe West Catholic can flip the script. As Moore now has it on the right wing to Fullerton Irby. Back at the point to Dorsey. Now down low for Moore, getting double teamed and loses the ball. Ortiz Muhammad to break the other way, lays it up for Scott, and it's good. Nice layup there.
Just no one there to help out more on the offensive end. Really tough possession for Eagles.
Fullerton Irby over to Velez. Jared Velez off the bench to the middle. Fullerton Irby. Dorsey for three. No good.
Bob called there on the over the back foul. Just tried to reach over, but he really never had a chance at that rebound anyway. Good boxing out there by Johnson.
Here's Scott on the drive. Gets to Wheatley looking for a three. Locked up by Justin Bob. Throws it all the way across to Johnson. Now Scott will settle it down with 3:08 left. 47-40, Conwell Egan leads. Scott twisting his way, driving in, and a foul called on Dorsey. Scott now gets to shoot two after that foul by Dorsey. Puts the first one in. Second shot from Scott will go up and good. Moore on the wing, gets it back to the point. Thorson to Bob from the free throw line, puts it up and good. Justin Bob gets back on the scoreboard, 49-32.
Great
Now-
mid-range shot there from Bob. Just beautiful positioning and just got the shot right.
He's a three from Wheatley, does not go. Smith down low, puts it up, and will get a foul call. 2 shots at the line. Two shots now for Smith. 2:22 remaining in the third quarter, 49-32. Conwell Egan leads. This is the second one. Thorson Irby slowly bringing it up. All the way across Zalewski. Back to Thorson Irby, gets picked off. Scott with a free break to the basket, and he's got it.
Conwell Egan not used to the full court press there. Little switch by West Catholic. They seem to make sure they can get over in 8 seconds.
West Catholic slowly inching closer. Out to Moore for a three. It's short. Johnson on the rebound. Now Johnson driving in to Scott. Back out Wheatley. Fakes the three. Now drives right to the middle. Unblocked and got it. 49-36, and West Catholic is coming back.
The Eagles just do not know what to do out there. They got to take their time on these offensive possessions. They have the lead. Minute left in the quarter. They got to take their time and hope they get into the fourth with the lead still.
Back-to-back turnovers there. Conwell Egan has the ball back from the wing, driving in. Another pass is intercepted, and a foul on Conwell Egan results in a West Catholic ball. It will be a throw-in.
Conwell Egan needs to relax here. They need to take their time on these offensive possessions. Like I said, they have the lead. That's all they need is the lead to win the game. They just need to take their time on these offensive possessions and make sure they get good shots off. They can't force the ball, and they cannot force these passes, or they will keep losing it, and they will ultimately lose the game.
So Conwell Egan's fifth foul of the half, of the quarter. 1:10 left. 2 shots for Johnson. Makes the first. 49-47. And now we see Conwell Egan getting into some foul trouble here.
Yeah, the Eagles with 5 fouls already. Super tough for the Eagles to keep up here. And like I said, they just need to relax. Their lead is down to one. They just need to take their time and make good passes, and ultimately make a
Zalewski inbounds. Thorson Irby brings it in. And his pass is intercepted. Up and in is Farlow, and West Catholic now has the lead 50-49. Keep pressing on the defense. Get it to Moore. Turns around the shot. No good. Bob can't get the rebound. West Catholic pressing up. Ortiz Muhammad. Wheatley trying to work on Bob. Gets double teamed and is fouled.
Just like that, the game has switched. In 3 minutes, West Catholic takes the lead. What do you think Egan needs to focus on going into this fourth quarter? What do they need to focus on and say, we cannot do this right now?
They just got to focus on their passes. They're trying to force a lot. They're just kind of carelessly throwing the ball around. They just got to calm down and pass with a purpose and put the ball where it needs to be right now. Wheatley missed the first one. Still 50-49 with 30 seconds left. Makes the second one 51-49, 30 seconds left. Ideally, Egan gets a basket here to tie or take the lead. They get it to Bob. Pass goes off the basket, but it is a foul on Wheatley. And
West Catholic just in a groove right now. They are just playing effortlessly as a block there. And another block.
Back-to-back blocks. And Moore stepped out of bounds. And with 18.7 left, West Catholic's going to get a chance to go down and add to their lead. Scott will come in to close out the half. Him and Johnson have been controlling the point all game for West Catholic. Here's Scott. All the way out to Johnson. Open three is good. So Johnson with a huge three at the end of that half to make it 54-49. What does Conwell Egan have to do to come back?
Yeah, man. I mean, like, Conwell Egan, you got to feel for Coach Tate, man. I think he has to be scared in this situation. His team's in a groove all the time. He's thinking they're going to pull ahead, and then it just flips the switch just like that. I think Conwell Egan needs to just settle in their zone. They need to find their positions, and they need to do what they were doing earlier. They were settled, and they had it. I think they just need to take their time on the passes. As you saw, they were rushing every time. They got to just play side to side and try and get past that full court press that West Catholic keeps bringing, and which ultimately got them back in the game. You agree?
Definitely, yeah. They just got to calm down and relax with what they're doing. They're not down by a huge margin. This is very much within reach. West Catholic showed us that. But, yeah, they just got to make their baskets, make their passes, and do what they need to do to come back in this game.
Totally agree.
And before the start of this quarter, we would, all of us from the broadcasting club would like to thank Coach Hart for the donation you sent to us in the broadcasting club. Thank you very much for that. Thank you to your service to the school. And once again, thank you for your donation. So Tollerson Irby will start for Conwell Egan. Down by 5. Tollerson Irby driving in, drops it back, looking for a three. He's got it.
Like I said, Egan moving around, playing that two-man game, even while West Catholic's in the 2-3 zone and just getting a great shot off. They just got to keep this going and just keep getting these good passing opportunities. Great run there by Conwell Egan.
That three was very much so needed for Conwell Egan. That gets them back to within 2. So if they make a stop here, they'll have the chance to tie the game or take the lead.
Eagles down 2 here, coming out of the timeout as West Catholic will inbound the ball.
Here's Scott with the ball to Johnson. 7:30 remaining in the fourth quarter. Here's Ortiz Muhammad for three, and he's got it.
These timeouts are so huge to settle your team in for this fourth quarter. What do you think both coaches are talking about in this timeout? You think Coach Tate is figuring out how to take the lead back, and how do you think West Catholic is talking about how they can keep this momentum?
Well, I saw one of Conwell Egan's assistant coaches very upset after that basket. Definitely some blown coverage by the point, but West Catholics, they're just talking about how can we keep passing? How can we keep finding the open man? How can we keep getting these baskets? And they seem to be on fire right now. They got hot hands all around. They're making baskets when they need to.
Totally agree. As Conwell Egan comes out of this timeout, inbounding with the ball, and they are down 5 to the West Catholic Birds.
Pulls the loose, get it inbound to Tolish and Irby. 57-52, West Catholic leads. Tolish and Irby all the way in, drops it back for Bob for three. He's got it. Justin Bob gets that three right back, 57-55, 2-point game, 7 minutes to go.
Definitely needed that three there as West Catholic was pressing hard, and needs to show West Catholic that Egan can make those shots.
Getting Bob and Moore heated back up is definitely key for Conwell Egan. Here's Wheatley to the net, and he gets fouled. That's going to be 2 more shots.
Such an agile and strong frame at that 6'7" height. I mean, he's just keeping it in there, and he can just drive to the net, do those hop step, Euro step layups, and it's really hard to not foul him there.
He is relentless with his attack and definitely has a bright future in the sport if he continues to carry it to college. Makes the first rebound, 58-55. Makes them bowl, 59-55, West Catholic leads. Thorson Irby for Ross. Ross. Some more. Thorson Irby trying to slow it down and look to see what his options are. Now drives, gets it to Bob. He's blocked by Wheatley. Thorson Irby gets it back up. It won't go. West Catholic the other way. Ortiz Muhammad for three. He airballs it. Conwell Egan survives that pressure and now brings it in. Miles Moore trying to get heated back up.
Conwell Egan's trouble here is the pressure. When they get really pressed out on the perimeter, they don't really know what to do. They're dribbling carelessly, and they usually lose that as driving to the lane. I think Justin Bob in the center just needs to pop out and give him an option while they're driving to the lane, and he gets some easy buckets off of that.
Here's Bob with the ball, reverses it to Ross. Over to the corner. Spin move to Ocean Irby. Gets it to Bob. He puts it up and good. Justin Bob trying to get heated back up. Trying to get more points for Conwell Egan in this late stage. 59-57. Ortiz Muhammad with it. To Wheatley to Johnson. Back to Wheatley. Watched by Bob. Wheatley driving in. Spins away. Still has the ball. Puts it up, and it's good. Wheatley is so dominant in the paint there.
Catches Bob jumping, and Bob just needs to stay on his feet and then just try and body him there. It's really hard when you get caught jumping because they can also call a foul on you, and they get the easy bucket.
Now Bob has it to Moore. He lost it, got it back. Tollerson Irby Ross faked the three. To Bob, 4:53 remaining. Reverses to Moore. Had Bob open, takes the shot, misses it, gets his own rebound, puts it back up, and it's no good. Moore had Bob wide open in the corner and elected to go to the net.
Yeah, I feel like he had it there, just really tough rim out, And it's really hard to come back from, but he just has to keep his confidence and keep taking those shots.
Now here's Scott. Long two, no good. Rebound to Irby. Now he's trying to drive it up. Out of bounds. Will remain Conwell Egan's ball. Will be an inbound from behind the net. I thought I saw. Sure.
I don't know. That might have been clean. We can't really see from this angle, but at least it didn't hit off Irby's knee, and at least it didn't go out on him.
Zalewski for three. No good off the rim. Rebound, Bob. He had it stripped away by Wheatley. West Catholic just taking their time here. Wants this clock to run out. 61-57, 3:56 remaining. At what point when you're Conwell Egan do you want to play much more pressure defense to get the ball back?
I think they're doing fine here. I think they got to almost let West Catholic get comfortable and almost try and make them take these passes so one of them can say, hey, let's go iso ball and try and miss the layup. You never know. I think they just have to play one-on-one defense here. Even though they're in the 2-3, they just got to keep applying pressure on the perimeter and just really force them inside. Just make sure that they don't get a backdoor cut, or else that's how Egan's been losing points all night.
Catholics just burning all sorts of time here. Precious time for Conwell Egan ticking away. Now they start to make moves. Here's Wheatley. Working on Bob. Wheatley spinning. Mid-range shot. No good. Offensive rebound, Farlow. Back out to Ortiz Muhammad, and time just keeps ticking away. Ortiz Muhammad, no want to go to the net. He wants to stay right where he's at and protect the ball. West Catholic's been here almost a minute, just in the O zone, just doing whatever they want to Conwell Egan.
West Catholic dribbling away valuable time here. Egan needs to press up on this.
2:30 remaining, and finally a foul on Conwell Egan.
Egan hoping to get a reset here, play some pressure defense out of the inbound.
Here's Scott. Over to Johnson. Scott gets right around Zalewski into the middle. Oh, puts down, Wheatley puts it down. All that time wasted and 2 points for West Catholic, 57-63. Now Bob, Dorsey, Moore mid-range jumper. That one's no good. And West Catholic's right where they want to be.
West Catholic looking to draw a foul and trying to dribble out this time. Not looking good for the Eagles.
Kozlowski with the foul there. Inbound. West Catholic with 1:29 remaining. 63-57. West Catholic leads. Getting to Scott. Went towards the basket. Lost it. And it is West Catholic's ball.
Yeah, I think the Eagles just need to start double teaming. I mean, make them pass it, trying to get them trapped on the baseline, but West Catholic just in total control right now.
West Catholic's going to take a timeout here, go over their plan for this inbound. All right, after that timeout, it will be an inbound for West Catholic. Up 63-57 on Conwell Egan. 1 minute, 26 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter.
And West Catholic take another timeout as they cannot get it inbounded. And they're going to take their time and try and drag out this minute 26 as long as they can.
After the second timeout on this inbound, West Catholic will try to get it in. Throw it all the way back, looking for Johnson, and he's got it. A risky decision pays off, and Johnson is fouled by Conwell Egan.
Super close there, but he just got to it. That was smart play, but it's risky in a situation like this where you can't let the Eagles get the ball back.
Inbound gets it to Johnson, and another foul.
West Catholic will take it 2 shots at the line.
First shot is good from Johnson. Second shot is no good. Conwell Egan gets the ball. 64-57, minute 20 left. Moore can't get across half court. Now he does. Gets it to Dorsey. Tries to drive, throws it away, and West Catholic gets the ball. And he is fouled, and a wasted opportunity by Conwell Egan.
I mean, Egan just looks burnt out right now. They can't do anything, and it looks like they are accepting defeat. It's going to be a really tough time to get this many buckets, especially while fouling West Catholic in the midst of it.
Ortiz Muhammad to shoot 2. First one's up and good. Ortiz Muhammad goes 2 of 2. Now Conwell Egan really in trouble and needs to get points, and there's a foul by Ortiz Muhammad.
It looks like West Catholic might continue to foul here and just send the Eagles to the line. They cannot let up any threes.
Here's Tollerson Irby. Miscommunication at the corner. Thrown up by Dorsey. It's no good. I'm not sure I like that shot from Dorsey. I feel like he kind of just threw away that possession. But it's going to go back the other way for more free throws for West Catholic.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing you can really do in that situation. You just got to throw it up and hope that it can go in. I mean, the Eagles, they try to put a good effort, but ultimately, in that 3 minutes, the last 3 minutes of that third quarter is when West Catholic said that it was their game.
Makes them both at 68-57. A very tall task for Conwell Egan. Gets it to the point. Zalushki made it and won. Cole Zalushki, 3 and 1. Trying for the 4-point play. This could make things interesting.
Yeah, I think in this situation, I think he's going to try and almost miss this free throw here, I mean, they've proven that they can make those free throws. I think he might try and miss it here.
He does miss it. Bob gets the rebound. Dorsey, Zalushki, more for 3, no good. And Wheatley just loses it out of bounds. 39.6 left. 68-60.
And
West Catholic leads.
A glimpse of hope here for the Eagles. 8 down 8. Hopefully they can get something to fall and hopefully get a run going with 40 seconds left to go.
High pitch for Dorsey. He gets it. Tollerson Irby. Zalushki again. No good. Rebound Wheatley. He's going to get fouled, and with 28 seconds left and 2 more free throws coming up, that might spell the end for Conwell Egan in this game.
Yeah, as the student section over there starts clearing out, I think the Eagles have just accepted defeat here. I mean, they let up a good run, but West Catholic, they just can't miss a free throw, and that's just going to be how the night ends for the Eagles.
Second shot for Wheatley, and he misses it 69-60. Conwell Egan trying to get up the floor. Moore cuts to the middle, right to the basket, and no good, in and out.
I mean, anything can happen here, but it's only a matter of how much time you have and if you can get the ball back. But it's not very promising for the Eagles as they get the ball back off the inbound. They miss the 3 as Moore gets the rebound, takes a shot from 3 and gets fouled. As Moore will go to the line. And another glimpse of hope for the Eagles here.
A little bit of chippiness starting to set in this game here. 14 seconds left. 69-62. West Catholic leads. Moore will get the 3-shot free throws here. First one's good for Moore. Second shot from Moore is no good. 69-63, 14.7 left. Moore goes 2 for 3. Ortiz Muhammad throws it to Scott. Is fouled on his way to
As
the
West
basket.
Catholic takes up a lot of time there. Eagles should have just fouled immediately and tried to not plan on getting the ball back.
Can see some chippiness setting in. Moore and Johnson going back and forth. How hard is it to contain yourself as a player for Conwell Egan? You've really had a lot go your way, and then it all just comes crashing down and to an eventual loss here. How do you just contain yourself and not do anything stupid as you walk off the court?
I mean, that's just been the story of the season for the Eagles. They've been struggling. They start off heavy with the lead, and then the other team comes right back into it. That's just been the story for them. As West Catholic takes
Moore
home the
cannot put
W.
that last shot up, and with that, Conwell Egan is defeated 71-74 by West Catholic. And Conwell Egan started off very good. They were on fire shooting the ball, and then they just ran out of gas. It seemed West Catholic came right back, and they eventually took this one 71-64.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's just very, very hard for the Eagles to get there. As we will kick it to our post game interview and post game analysis by our post game people.
All right, Dan Connor, Christian here for your post game. So tough loss here for Conwell Egan, and they started off that fourth quarter strong. They started off with a 3, but unfortunately, mental mistakes really affected them as they went off. How do you clear those mental mistakes up moving into the future?
Well, honestly, at this point, I would just say swap players in and out as frequently as you can. You're getting to the point where you're getting fouled out so often. I don't think we even had a full minute where there wasn't a foul. It just kept coming and coming. So
I definitely agree. I think maybe changing things up a little bit might have worked. And in retrospect, this is relatively a young team. What is your message to that young team pertaining to these mental mistakes in the second half?
I think ultimately just look up to the players you do have who are seniors, juniors, the people who have been here for a while and know how things work.
Definitely. Our next game will be January 26th here for boys basketball. We'll have some games sprinkled in throughout our game on Monday, outdoor hockey, so girls basketball, and we will have your semifinals for Catholic League Wrestling on Wednesday. Dan Connor, Christian Tal, Alex behind the camera, Matt and Luke. We say thank you for tuning in and have a great weekend and a good night. There we go. Short, quick.